Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood updates here. Remember to subscribe for the latest videos. In a jaw-dropping moment that sent shockwaves through the Doctor Who universe and ignited a storm of emotion across fandoms worldwide, the BBC delivered one of its most unexpected and historic twists in the show's six-decade legacy. Ncuti Gatwa's incarnation of the Doctor has regenerated into Billie Piper. Yes, you heard that right. The woman who once stole hearts as Rose Tyler, the Doctor's most beloved companion, has now returned not as a sidekick, but as the Time Lord herself. As fans gasp, cry, and theorize wildly online, the impact of this moment cannot be overstated. It's not just a change in casting. It's a monumental rewriting of history, identity, and the narrative fabric of one of the longest-running science fiction series in the world. Today, on Daily Gossip, we unravel the emotional power, symbolic weight, and seismic cultural resonance of this regeneration. We'll explore what it means for the show, what led to this incredible moment, how Ncuti Gatwa's legacy will be remembered, and why Billie Piper's return is more than just a nostalgic nod. It's a revolutionary reawakening of what Doctor Who can be. Let's rewind just a bit and talk about Ncuti Gatwa. When he was announced as the Doctor in 2022, fans were both thrilled and cautiously optimistic. Gatwa brought with him an electrifying energy, a charisma that leapt off the screen, and a deeply human vulnerability that redefined what it meant to be the Doctor. His time in the TARDIS was filled with bold storytelling, emotional depth, and a celebration of diversity and change. He was the first black male actor to take on the iconic role, and his portrayal shattered long-standing expectations while embracing the very core of the Doctor's ethos: hope, reinvention, and compassion. Over his 2 seasons, Gatwa faced Cybermen, weeping angels, political allegories, and intimate character-driven arcs. He wasn't just a Doctor. He was the Doctor for a new generation. And yet, in true Doctor Who fashion, all journeys eventually transform. Fans knew a regeneration was coming, but absolutely no one expected what was about to unfold. The moment came during the finale episode, now already being hailed as one of the greatest in the show's history. As Gatwa's Doctor made a final heroic sacrifice, one last effort to save the universe from a collapsing wormhole of paradoxical time ruptures, he lay on the ground, light crackling from his body. The regeneration began with golden energy surging through his limbs. But when the glow faded and the new Doctor slowly rose, the audience was stunned. It was Billie Piper. Yes, Rose Tyler. A face not seen in the main timeline since David Tennant's emotional goodbye years ago. But this wasn't Rose returning from another dimension. This was Billie Piper as the Doctor, and it was absolutely glorious. Social media exploded. Twitter, X, lit up with theories, tears, applause, and pure shock. "I'm crying," wrote one fan. "This is everything. I haven't felt this emotionally wrecked since David Tennant's I Don't Want to Go," posted another. The BBC servers nearly crashed under the weight of replays and reaction videos. The impact was instant and seismic. Now let's get into the why. According to showrunner Russell T Davies, the twist had been in the works for quite some time. In a post-show interview, Davies said, "This isn't just a twist for twist's sake. It's about honoring the emotional DNA of the show. Billie's return as the Doctor is a tribute to the fans who've grown up with her, who've seen the evolution of the show through her eyes. It's also a bold leap into uncharted territory." And Davies isn't wrong. Billie Piper's Rose Tyler defined the rebooted Doctor Who era, starting in 2005. Her chemistry with both Christopher Eccleston and David Tennant, became the emotional heartbeat of the series. Her journey, especially her heartbreaking departure to a parallel universe, remains one of the most iconic arcs in British television. So what does it mean for Rose to now be the Doctor? Is this the same Rose Tyler, reborn through Time Lord energy? Or is this a brand new incarnation of the Doctor, who just happens to bear her face? Davies is keeping the specifics vague, for now. All will be revealed, he teases. But for now, just let it sink in. The face you thought you knew is now carrying the weight of the universe, and that weight is substantial. Doctor Who has always been a show about change. Regeneration is its greatest narrative weapon, but casting Billie Piper as the Doctor is not only a narrative curveball, it's an emotional earthquake. It redefines gender, canon, and continuity. It says, boldly, that emotional legacy matters, that viewers' connections to characters aren't just remembered, they're resurrected. Let's talk about Billie Piper. Since her departure from Doctor Who, she's carved out an incredible career. From Secret Diary of a Call Girl to I Hate Susie, she's become one of the UK's most respected actresses. Her return isn't a step back, it's a triumph. In a press statement Billie shared, "It's surreal, thrilling, and a bit terrifying. I love Rose dearly, but stepping into the Doctor's shoes is something else entirely. It feels like coming home, but everything has changed." She also revealed that she had been approached about the idea over a year ago and was instantly intrigued. "When Russell called me and said, 'How do you feel about being the Doctor?' I just laughed, and then I cried. Fans are already speculating what kind of Doctor she will be. Will she carry some of Rose's warmth? Will she be darker, shaped by cosmic memories? Will she remember her time as a companion? And what about old enemies? Will the Daleks recognize her? Will the TARDIS? These questions are burning through forums and fan theories like wildfire. Meanwhile, Ncuti Gatwa has taken his exit with grace, posting a heartfelt message on Instagram, thanking fans for the ride of a lifetime. "I never imagined I'd get to wear that coat, say those words, pilot the TARDIS. It changed my life. And now I pass it on to someone extraordinary. Thank you, always." The cast and crew have also spoken out in support. David Tennant, who famously played the Doctor opposite Billie's Rose, posted, "My hearts are full. Couldn't be prouder of Billie. The universe is in good hands." Even Christopher Eccleston, who famously distanced himself from the show for many years, posted a rare comment, "Time rewrites. And sometimes it gets it very right. Bravo, Billie." From the broader cultural perspective, this moment represents a radical narrative shift. Never before has a former companion taken over as the Doctor. It smashes the binary of companion and Time Lord. It breaks the linearity of character arcs. It says that stories are not static. They evolve, loop, echo. And for women in science fiction, it's a groundbreaking moment. Piper's Doctor joins Jodie Whittaker in the small but powerful club of female doctors. But her return also adds emotional layers. From sidekick to savior, from love interest to legend, there are rumors already swirling that a spin-off might emerge from this new Doctor's timeline, or that Billie's incarnation could be part of a multi-Doctor arc involving Whittaker, Gatwa, and even Matt Smith. Russell T Davies has refused to confirm or deny, only saying, "There's more coming. Much more." As we look ahead, what do fans want? Many are hoping to see Rose's old mother Jackie again. Others dream of a reunion between this Doctor and Tennant's 14th incarnation. Some want a deep dive explanation into how regeneration could lead to the face of a former companion. Is this the time vortex bending back on itself? a message from the universe, a consequence of the timeless child arc. Theories abound, but more than anything, fans are emotional. Billie Piper's return is not just a twist, it's a homecoming. It's the emotional equivalent of hearing that iconic "bad wolf" whisper again after all these years. It's seeing a familiar face in an unfamiliar role, reminding us that time, especially in the Whovian, is not linear but emotional. So what comes next? According to BBC insiders, Billie's first full season as the Doctor is already in pre-production, with filming slated to begin later this year. New monsters, new companions, and a brand new TARDIS interior have all been teased, and one thing is certain, the universe will never be the same again. Stay with Daily Gossip as we continue to follow every twist, theory, casting rumor, and behind-the-scenes revelation. This is the kind of television history that reminds us why we fall in love with stories in the first place, not because they stay the same, but because they dare to change. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next chapter in this incredible journey through time and space.